Because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. First carry for DeAndre Swift. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And they'll try to run the option here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The end result, 21 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And the Colts are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 7-all is the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
York now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it fourth down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. This is taken around the 12. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A run with a fullback. It's Ben Mason. He will push his way down to about the 14. Here's 2nd and 9. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. This guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Connor is in for a Lions touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run once more with Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up to throw. He's got Mason complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so try to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and the Lions will take over.
And Detroit back in possession of the football as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 45-yard line. He finds his man complete. That's Mason.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw here.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. To throw again.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They'll look to throw again.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1.
So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end. And now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Yeah, looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Mason. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Dances by him. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go option to the short side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And in for the Lions touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards.
And the Lions will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Colts set to take over here offensively.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now left side on the swing pass. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 90 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive, but the way they've spread the football around, here they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out now come the Lions. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 9 now. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They give to Taylor out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw here. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, they have a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ryan Knoll, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. the option to give to Swift here. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Out of the gun now on third down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Can I try and go with the quicker guy and sometimes you even get out quick there? Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the 4th. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On the give, this is their fullback. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To Chenault on the slant. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ryan Knoll, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Colts have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a 4th quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go and they hung in there. They made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. A pivotal moment in this football game.
They'll start out here with the option left. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll run right here with Swift. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now back to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Back to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run with their fullback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. That was big. Needed a few yards to pick up the first. Slim lead here in the 4th quarter.
And they turn to the big fella, the fullback, to get it done.
And you know, as my partner, you know I'm old school, right? You know I love those mastodons that carried the ball way back in the day that were a key part of the offense. And now, when they need them, when they need those key yards, those tough grind-them-out yards, the fullback's going to get the ball.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
I don't know why we did it, but we went to their final walkthrough for some reason. And what did we see? Their last play in walkthrough was taking a knee and celebrating winning a Super Bowl. They want that visualization. They did it for real.
Yeah, they just scripted it out. Defense can't stop the clock, and they can watch the final seconds tick. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in Indianapolis. The Colts are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.